Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. Wow. Man, I know that back porch view is amazing, but I wanted amazing views all the way around the house. And this one has certainly taken shape. It truly has. And for those curious, remember when I said replacing the front porch with concrete would be like extra money, like after the kids are out of the house in 20 years? The shop build is like extra money. We don't need a shop. Our garage is not overflowing, but we will likely put the shop where the barn is. What'll happen to the barn? Probably just shove it into the woods for shelter, for whatever animals are over there. But it's also way cheaper to put the shop over there because there's already power and there's already water. I might even be able to build a pad big enough to encompass the well house, so that all the well equipment, which is freezing in the winters, is inside the shop. And of course, heated, and we won't have any issues. But that's down the road. But I wanted you to know, we talked about putting a shop here. Then we cleared all the land after everybody threw up from that dizzy spin. And the shop will likely go there one day. So one of these days. We got a fence to build first right here. We got a pond to dig. Well, after Mr. Tice and Austin left, we're calling him Dozer Man. I realize it's not a dozer, it's a track loader, but our Dozer Man left. And then his buddy, Mr. Needham, who we've used before. Mr. Needham actually brought us our dirt for our front yard. This is a leftover pile over here that I use when we have low spots. And it's probably going to get spread out right here, to be honest. Mr. Needham yesterday brought us some 3-inch minus. What 3-inch minus is you get rocks up to 3 inches, and it's got a lot of dust in it, which is like 3-inch down to 0. So think of that 3 inches and down. So you get the dust, the aggregate, which is what makes this a great base to drive on. And it turns into concrete with that dust eventually, man. I mean, this will be rock hard. But just look at it. Oh my goodness. Now we've had some deer in here, but I put the feeder out last night, and then unfortunately the timer doesn't go off until 7 a.m. So there was no corn if they did find it last night. But when they do find it, we're gonna get them on camera. Man, this is crazy, man. It's crazy. So we have decided to do a 4-board, true Kentucky 4-board fence all the way up along here. And we're excited about it. Well, we haven't been down to the creek in a minute. So let's go see what's happening. Actually, I came down here yesterday and put a wiener in the minnow trap. So let's go see if we caught anything. Just regular old hot dog. I wasn't going to waste one of my bratwursts. Plus, I was afraid that some of you would tell me that garlic kills crawdads or something toxic. I don't know. So I just used a regular old beef hot dog. You know, hopefully crawdads aren't vegetarians. Anyway, give me a second. Uh-oh. I still see a wiener. Listen, some of you guys insisted that a wiener would catch a crawdad. And I'm here to tell you, there ain't no crawdaddies in this trap. And there's a whole wiener. Now, how in the world is there a bite out of it, though? Would a crawdaddy slip out of there? How in the world is that even possible? So we're going to try a little deeper spot right there. We were supposed to get some rain last night, but it skirted right around us. Oh, look at that guy. Look at that tadpole. Goodness. That dude's like 6 inches long. They say there's rain coming tomorrow. I kind of hope. We could sure use it, man. It's actually been a minute since it rained. And it's kind of funny, if you're watching the Doss Farms Clips channel, the videos are about 30 to 45 days behind. And 30 days ago, we were like, rain, go away. Now we're like, where'd you go? Come back. But that's how it goes, man. Now, I will say this. This is a wet spring and summer. Like, we've been getting random showers. We've just not been getting a lot. But last year, we weren't getting nothing. Nothing. Like, everything was dry. Hang on, I gotta focus here. We'll get stuck. It's so soft. Come on, baby. I like to see how far I can go before I have to use the diff lock. Get it. Oh, there's a bunch of fishies. Hey, this is the striped ones. Where'd they go? Oh, man. There they are. What are those? They look like bass, but they got stripes on them. Is it a striped bass? Yeah, we got to figure out what those are. So my dad and I actually walked over to my neighbor's place quite a ways when he was here. And there is definitely a fishing hole with some fish in it. Now it's like the little sunfish, red-eared sunfish, but I think we could try it. The problem with red-eared sunfish is they do eat on the bottom, so you're not probably gonna bobber fish for them. But I think that's only if they're in like a, 12-foot deep pond. I think if they're in a little 30 by 8 wading pool, you might get to bite a worm or a hot dog or something, I don't know. Yeah, those red-eared sunfish, they've got little plates in their jaws and they can smash slugs or I should say snails. So they're tough little suckers. Piggy! What's up, boys? What's up, boys and girls? Where's Grandma Izzy? Where's Grandma Izzy? Goodness. Do these pigs look hungry? They sound hungry. There's no way they're hungry, man. Just little hungry hippos. Good grief. Like they're starving. Izzy, what'd you think, lady? That's gonna go one way here in a minute. Willow is not ready. Golly. Oh, she's coming back for more. Man, just imagine all this green stuff over there in that pasture. Do you mow today? I mean, we're getting rain tomorrow. It's gonna happen. So do you mow today or do you wait? Because if I mow today, it's pretty easy on the blades. If I wait until after it rains tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, it's gonna be long. I don't know. She's pretty thick though. I don't know, I kind of want to see it rained on, which I could just leave the hill and I could mow the actual yard. But if you cut it when it's kind of thin, it stays thin, and if the sun comes out, it can burn it up, and we don't want to do that. Here they come. Better get ready. They got the jump on me this morning. They were ready. There's Fiona. Anybody see any goop? I don't know, she's still looking pretty big from here. We'll see in a minute. Miss Bunny. Miss Glory. Taters. There's Honey. Oh, Bunny's making the rounds. Allie! Man, those heifers look good. There's MJ in the mix. Mama Glory says, get out of the way. Get out the way. Taters! What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? MJ's looking good. Blue! How do you do, buddy? Miss Junebug. I knelt down and she couldn't see me, and she walked right up towards me. Oh, look out! Tipsy's making money moves. Pretty good. Miss Fiona, the 16th is like 5 days away now. 5 days. You think you're ready? You think you're ready? See that bag? Yeah, it's pretty good. You ready to be a sister? You ready to be a sister? Yeah? Are you excited? Phineas. What's up, brother? What's up, buddy? Some folks said they're sending y'all some treats. Yep, we don't normally do them in the summertime, but people were like, hey, tell us about the treats the donkeys eat. Got the little P.O. box now, so they're gonna send you some. Yep, they'll send you some. Boy, you guys look so good. You really do. Here at the top, and it looks vastly different, but we like it. I mean, you can see all the way to the road. I mean, cars can see in. Like, how do I describe it? See that tall overgrown stuff there? That's just the other side of the fence, and the road's just on that side. But we're still 600 feet off the road, so it's not too bad. And oh man, my clip came loose there. I need to put that back on. But I still want to take out a few trees. This is a white oak, that's why I left that one. This one looks pretty good. I'd like to limit up on this side right here. And I'm not sure what that is. I need to go check. We did leave this beautiful hickory, hickory tree right here. But upon further investigation, we'll go in there actually. I'll show you. It's not gonna fall over, but it ain't gonna live forever, that's for sure. But yeah, pretty excited. I want to bring the hay ring in here as well. I just think it'd be kind of cool. So we're kind of looking at this like being our pretty animal pasture, and I just think it'll look, here, we'll get a good shot thanks to this neighbor who's driving by. So you can see in quite a ways, but not as far as you think because of that burn pile right now. But no, I plan to plant a lot of evergreen trees along that road right there. Some of you guys have said that along your road, which I wouldn't mind a picture if you don't mind. I won't use it in a video, but like, don't, make sure your address isn't in it. I mean, I can crop it out if I need to, but like, if you planted a row of hedge or some kind of evergreen or something, I don't care if it's 30 feet long, it doesn't matter. The distance is irrelevant. I just want to see what you planted and what grew, just for ideas and things. But I know you can order like 200 Thuja green giant trees and just plant them every 10 feet, and you stagger them. That way you can plant them a little bit tighter, and that'll provide tons of privacy. But we didn't knock these down and then we were like, oh no, we lost our privacy. They were dead, overgrown, they weren't gonna be eaten, and they were only gonna be a risk to falling on animals or kids. They had deadfall limbs in them. You guys, if you've watched the dozer footage, he didn't knock down any trees that were worth saving. If these trees were in your front yard, you would take them out. And our front yard just happens to be about 5 acres of the 40. So we wanted them taken out, and that's what we did. So no regrets. We're just trying to put a little bit of privacy back between us and the road. Like if I want to come down here, listen, when there's a pond and I want to come down here and fish in my skivvies, that's what I want to do. Now, I'm not saying that I need privacy to do that. I'm just trying to spare you and make sure that you don't feel like an incomplete man when you see me out there doing that. So yeah, that's that. Willow and that stick. She's got a stick she's had for like a week and a half. There she is over there eating it. Too funny. Miss Ray's been letting the chickens out at night, and last night they actually showed the first sign of turning around and going back in on their own. It's pretty cool. The rooster started crowing at them like crazy. There he is. Sheriff! What you say, brother? We are going to build them a run, but we also need to make sure we can keep them safe if we leave for a little bit or something like that. So it's going to be an even balance, but there are materials to build them a run. We've just had a lot going on this week. Personally, I felt like taking a little break. I mean, I'm still filming, that's not a big deal, but I'm talking about standing out here and hammering and nailing and cutting and buzzing and all that stuff. I just wasn't feeling it these last couple days. It's important to take time off and just admire the hard work. I mean, it was really difficult standing out here watching a guy do hard work. That's what I'm saying. But we absolutely love it, man. We love it. Let's take you guys around the horn here. Probably going to go ahead and take out that tree because the fire will anyway, the heat of the fire. We're going to take out that one, and just because it's leaning, there's kind of no point. Oh, hey, we got some corny on the ground. Dude, listen, I bought some apple flavored corn and it smells amazing, okay? You need to go to Tractor Supply and buy you a bag of this and put it in a little decorative bowl in the middle of your dining room table. It smells amazing. I need a candle. I need an apple corn candle. That's what I need. I'm sure this isn't as good for the deer as Captain Crunch, but they do seem to love it. So I just put a bag of regular corn in there. Actually, there was a little bit of apple corn left. Now there's a bag of regular corn. Now we're gonna put some apple corn in there. Just keeps them honest. We have deer crossing right out of my neighbor's every morning. If we pop the battery out and pop it back in, close the lid, put it on there, it'll actually measure how much feed is in it, and I can feed remotely. I could be in Australia and feed with this thing. So that's pretty cool. This is extra. I mean, it's expensive. This is probably $250, $300 altogether, guys. Buy once, cry once. They work. I had some trouble with the first one, but it absolutely was just a lemon. I will say this too. The first one I bought came from Academy. There's nothing wrong with Academy, but there's no telling how long it was sitting there because we don't live in a huge town, and I don't think people just walk out and buy $250, $300 feeders. It was the only one, but I got all the parts replaced that needed to be replaced from Moultrie, and this one came from Amazon, and I haven't had any issues with it, like zero. Fired right up. It wasn't a learning curve thing with the first one. It's pretty simple. I used to write apps, so using an app to remotely control my deer feeder is not that big of a challenge. Yeah, I recommend it. I'll link it down below if you want one. That's what Dad just bought too. So. Yep. She's open, man. Open for bee's knees. Let's go out here to the runway and you can see how open it is. Yes, we're gonna take a drag or a harrow or something around here, okay? We're gonna smooth her out, but not super worried. There was a mess of stuff right here. This is where I used to pop through and roll out hay. And he took out a mess of just nasty, gnarly stuff right here to make sure that these kept growing and were healthy. So we've got quite a big opening, but you can't see through because of the dozer pile. But I think I'm just gonna plant those 3 Thuja green giant trees right here. The ones that are already like 6 feet tall. So it's all good. We sat out here last night, Ray and I did, for like 2 hours, man. And just walked around, looked at it. We have no regrets. it's just different. It's just a change. Like if we'd have rolled up and the previous owners before we bought the place a year and a half ago would have done these things, I would have been more in love, because there'd be grass in that field and a pond. You see what I'm saying? So it's all relative, okay? Should actually take that dead one out right there. I'm in love. I have no regrets. It's just amazing. So this is the 8 acres. Back there, we're in the 5 acre pen, and I'm getting ready to spin around and show you what it looks like. And we've still got a pretty good mess of trees up here for some shade. Still got a pretty good mess of trees up there in the rock pile. But yeah, it is wide open. I told him to leave that. I'm just gonna cut it off and grind it down. The tree snapped on him and buckled. I'm just glad I didn't try and cut it down, because that'd have been nasty. But I'll just cut it and use the stump grinder. Pretty stinking cool, guys. Yeah, you can turn up here. Hey, we got a little cedar tree. Protect that at all costs. Don't come from my cedar trees. He took out quite a few and left one. Literally, there was like 20 and he left one. So, back off, bro. Door still doesn't work on the Can-Am. I've tightened it 20 different ways. So I signed a contract yesterday with Ironcraft, the baddest implement company on the planet, all made in USA. And I signed a contract with them, so we've got us a big old beefy brush cutter coming. We're gonna be able to clean up around these trees. But yeah, this is that pignut hickory. But look, it's already got a dent in it. I mean, this sucker, that's 50 feet tall at least. This is the one I hugged. I can't even get my arms all the way around it. But it can stay there. We're not gonna take it down or anything. It can stand until it falls. So, it's what it is. Pretty little house. Yep. And we can take down any of these other trees that we want. We're hoping they kind of bud out a little bit different next year. Like, I might limb this one as high as I can, and hopefully it'll flourish at the top next year. But we'll see. Again, they're small enough, or they're far enough away from a tree or a fence, I should say, that we can take them out. So it's not like they're a danger. But this right here, that's probably a ½ acre worth of trees and such. I mean, that was undisturbed. He didn't even go in there. That's where I actually broke the windshield on the Can-Am. So tons of room and shade in there. What's up, buddy? What's you doing, bub? Did you get enough cake? That's good water. Just topped her off for you guys. Good stuff, huh, bub? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? I just want to see it rain for a second. It's been a minute since it rained. It's so weird. It's just this one cloud right here. It's like a blip on the radar. It's peaceful though. Forgot we needed to show you guys these. We've got these two Mandeville, what are they called? Mandevilla. But these we're gonna plant in the corner. Well, excuse me, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was wondering where you went. You've been in the dirt. Been in the dirt, Willa. We're gonna plant these in the corners of the yard. think that'll be pretty cool. We'll put a little protective thing around them for a little bit till they get established. So that way nobody digs them up. That way nobody digs them up, you know what I'm saying? That sounds like fun. That sound like something you would do? That's how you use a barn right there. Get it? Instant regret. Hang on, let me show you. I think there's also a wasp building a nest somewhere. Oh, it's on fire. It is. It's not a dumpster fire, but it's close. Yep. They say the best time to start a fire to burn it is after about 6 months, because it burns hotter and quicker. But that's really so it doesn't get away from you. But there's nowhere for the fire to go. Like, it's right in the middle of 400 feet. 458, no, 468 to be exact. Like, where's it gonna go? No, it's not gonna burn fully. I'll have to roll it a few times, but we've got heavy rain coming. We've got a south wind. I just felt like, you know, I gotta overcome this fear at some point. Some of you guys that have been doing this for years, my dad included, my dad would have lit this yesterday with a 30-mile-an-hour wind, because there's nowhere for it to go, literally. All it can do is burn itself. And burn itself, it is trying. Wow, that's pretty impressive, actually. But we've also got storms rolling in, so that's good. But it's not even really burning the timber, it's burning the leaves. It's a start, let's put it that way. But I will say this, if you can get rid of them leaves, this fire will dry itself out. And that comes from our dozer guy. Like, if we can just keep it from holding moisture. I got another little trash fire going up there. But again, it moves towards this big open dirt area. But what I'm saying is, if we can just get her started, it'll help dry out some of that timber. So that was kind of my logic. But I started it right there, and you can see it's already moved past those logs. Like, it's basically just burning leaves and stuff. But, you know, it's a start. We got to start somewhere. I'm absolutely terrified of Ray, because she told me not to do it without calling the fire department, but I did it anyway. So I'm not sure if I'm more terrified of Ray or more terrified of the fire. It's a close one. It's a close one. All right, I lit it in 2 more spots. One there, one down there. We're still okay. We're still okay. It's crazy, man, what fire will do to you. It's just, for me, it's I can't control it. I can't make it submit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking like self-defense situation. There's nothing you can do without water. And something this big takes a lot of water. But if I were to call the fire department right now and be like, gosh, guys, I started it. I should have called you. I'm sorry. Like, as it looks, these country boys out here that work for the fire department, they'd probably be like, dude, hand me your lighter. Hi. Hang on. Yeah, so Ray found out. It's probably because of all the smoke floating by the house. I asked if she was all right. She gave me a thumbs up. I think it was a thumbs up. I don't know. She told me I'm number 1 or good job. I'm not sure what it was. You can't really roll this on top of itself until you see what you're working with. So we had to get her started somewhere. But you can see, I tried to start that down there and it just didn't go anywhere. There weren't enough leaves. This is also helping because we've got a wind out of the south right now. So that'll help it. I could probably start another one right there and let it crawl in. But it's pretty hot. It's not bad. It's a leaf fire at this point. So So it's a little bigger now. It's getting going pretty good. What we need is it to dry that timber out in there. Like, this is still just leaves, man. Like, it'll flare up and ramp up and the wind will catch it and it'll go crazy for a minute and then it'll die down. Look like it's almost out. It's extremely humid right now, which according to Google is a great time to burn. I guess because it means there's a lot of moisture in the air. Ready to pour. There's actually a heavy rain notification in our area. So like, it's gonna rain in the next 45 minutes. And put it all out. And then tomorrow morning, there's a 50% chance of rain. We're supposed to get like 1.5 inches, so I won't be able to burn it for 2 weeks after that. One thing's for sure, we're definitely gonna lose that tree, which we thought we would. That's all right. Heck, if it gets any bigger or hotter, we might just lose the chicken coop. I don't know. Or the eggs will come out already fried. I told Ray I was starting a fire and gonna get rid of some of this brush up on the hill. And technically, hear me out. That's what I did. Started a fire. Got rid of some of the brush on the hill. Just, you know, ashes just got away from me. It's pretty intense right there. This is what we wanted to do though, is, I mean, I hope it continues to burn. It's still just burning leaves. But we really needed to burn up the wood too. Like, this is pretty much settled down. Now it's gonna smolder all night, even if we get a good rain here in a little bit. But this is what we wanted to do, is get so hot that it continues to burn. And apparently if you'll do it when the leaves are green, that's actually best. When you do it when they're brown, they just go up and they're gone. Then you got to find a way to get it warm and get it going. I'm interested to see if you can even tell it's on fire. Like, I know you'll see the smoke above it, but on the other side, can you tell it's even lit? Yeah, look at that. Looks like I'm just roasting marshmallows on the other side. That's crazy. And that, ladies and gents, is how big that pile is. I know some of you guys are pretty brave and you'd probably start some over here, but the wind's coming this way. So starting it right here in a pile this dense is not gonna do me any good. It's gonna burn the leaves right in front of me. I'm gonna waste diesel. There's just no point. No! Oh my goodness. Yeah, I started it knowing it was gonna rain because I was like, well, if it gets away from me, the rain will put it out. But she's raining pretty good now and it just started, so it's gonna rain for a while, but it should still burn those leaves because everything in there is dry except for what it has drank, if that makes sense. Like, the only thing in there, why are we foggy? The only thing in there is the water the trees have drank, and we haven't had any for a couple of weeks. There we go. For whatever reason, aiming at the flag always shows how it's raining pretty good. Here's our weeping willow. You guys ask about it. She's still doing good. Still doing pretty good. Look at the size of that June bug. Golly. A little bird. There's that opening right there. You can definitely see it now. So we'll just plant some trees there, no biggie. We got to figure out where the pond's gonna be and then we'll plant our weeping willow. Or I may just stick it over here somewhere. I know we'll have to protect it from the cows, but that's all right. I say stick it, like we're gonna pick a spot. We're gonna make sure it's got a nice spot. Won't just be thrown out there, that's for sure. See, it's not bad, right?
It's looking good. I mean,
It's better, right? It's gonna burn for weeks.
months.
It's still really hot. Look down here at the end.
See how fast the smoke's moving?
Yeah. That's just straight heat right there. But I'm pretty proud of myself. I mean, it worked.
It looks great.
Like we said, it's not like it could have gone anywhere though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, now when we have grass in here, you'll start a grass fire.
Right.
So we definitely need to burn it while it's dirt.
well, and that's kind of why I worry about the one on the back of the hill back there.
I know, and it's really
Because
close to the trees near it. and,
There's
like,
so many trees that could just blow up.
We'll call
from the
somebody for
heat.
that one.
So, for sure.
Yeah, we need to.
For sure. We're gonna babysit this thing. for the foreseeable future. I hope you like fires in the next few videos. But it had to be done, guys.
Yeah.
And he told us that he could hide a lot in a dam of a pond, but you can't hide all that brush.
Yeah.
So there's some trunks and things like that he can put in there, but
some bigger logs you can bury or something.
Correct.
Because that'll burn forever.
Right.
Those are some big trees.
they are. But stay tuned, because we've been talking about what kind of board fence we're going to put out here, and we're very excited, and I haven't told them anything
Are they
yet.
going to get to see that
Nope.
picture?
Nope, they have no idea yet.
It's a ChatGPT picture. You don't get to, or, well, you get to see it soon, hopefully, maybe. I don't know. But it looks awesome.
It's an AI generated picture.
Yeah, but it looks
So-
awesome.
It's pretty cool. But all right, well, hopefully we get some deer on the old corn feeder tonight, and we'll share those pictures with you too. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Hey, now this is one more thing. We've watched paint dry. We've watched grass grow. Now we've watched a fire burn, like a brush fire,
Yeah, forever and ever.
forever and ever and ever. So that may just be some fish habitat. That's how long that's going to be there. So
Yeah.
all right, y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.